Hi, my name's Jess and I work with the Chesapeake Public Library. Today we're going to be making a hovercraft. So this is just one exciting activity to lead up to our virtual FantaSci this year. You can join us on the Chesapeake Public Library's main Facebook page on Saturday, July 25th from 10 to 6 for our online FantaSci. So a few things we're going to need for our hovercraft. You're going to need a CD or DVD, something that's been scratched and no longer works. We need a balloon. We're going to need a cap from a water bottle or juice bottle, and we're going to need some kind of glue. I've used a glue gun, but if you're younger, you might need your parents' help with this one, or you can use something else that's really sticky. So one important tip is for the cap that we need. So in the photo here, you can see that the one on the left does not have a rim. So it's very important that it has a rim on it, like the one in the right, because we're going to be attaching the balloon to our water bottle, and it needs that rim so it doesn't fly off, and I'll show you in a later step. But you can see the one on the left was the first one I tested, and you can learn from my mistake that the balloon just shot right off. It didn't have anything to catch on. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to plug in my glue gun and meet you right back here. So this is the product that we're going to try to make, and it's super simple. You don't need a lot of supplies for it. You can see here that we have the lid on it that has the cap on it that has the rim for the balloon to attach to. So we're going to make one of these for our hovercraft. I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to set our balloon aside because we don't need that right now. And we're going to work with our disc, and we're going to get our cap off of our bottle here. That came off pretty easy. Move our drink aside. We'll finish that later. And let me grab my glue gun. So again, be really careful at this part if you're using a hot glue gun. You can also use something like tacky glue, anything really strong that will hold the lid on nice. Hold this cap on. I'm just going to use the glue gun because it's instant and it holds it really well, but if you're using tacky glue or some other kind of glue at home, then you just want to make sure you give it plenty of time to dry completely. I'm going to do a little bit more around the edge here because you don't want any air to get out of here. You'll see when we get to test it with our balloon. All right, so that should be sealed up nice and well. I'm going to let that dry, and then we're going to go test our hovercraft and see how well it works. So let's go ahead and try this and see if it works. Now is when you're going to need your balloon. I've got my original sample and then the one we made together right here. So I go ahead and close my little cap on mine so that when I blow up my balloon and put it on, the air doesn't escape right away. And then when I'm ready to make it hover, then I open my cap. So let's go ahead and blow up our balloon. This part's a little tricky, but we're going to slide it right over our bottle cap there. And since I have it closed, I don't have to worry about it flying away right now. I'm going to move this one out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and pop this cap up and see if our hovercraft works. There it goes. All right, so you can do two of them if you've got both of them running together, and then maybe do it with a friend, have a competition, see who goes the furthest, maybe do bumpers with them. You can have lots of fun with it. You can also decorate your hovercraft a little more. Maybe you want to make a little figure out of paper and stand them up on the hovercraft. Just think about the more weight you have on it, the less likely it is to kind of lift up and move around. So decorating with a little bit of paper should be just fine though. Thank you for joining us for our craft today. Don't forget to join us on the Chesapeake Public Library's Facebook page on Saturday, July 25th from 10 to 6 for all of our fun virtual FantaSci programming.